Just like I said, my name is Ran. I'm from eyeSight Technologies. And in my talk today, I'd like to explore together a little bit how we expand the scope of how people think about AR today. Specifically, I'd like to go into those public and semi-private spaces. So at eyeSight, we do embedded computer vision. So embedded means it's on the device. And computer vision means that we basically analyze streams of videos to understand what's happening, how are people interacting, what they're doing, and to understand the world around us. Our mission at eyeSight is basically to bring sensing everywhere and every place. So if you think about, we're here at the AWE, and when people think about augmented reality, they usually think about it in the context of some kind of a wearable, right? They put it on their face, glasses, some kind of a digital device that allows them to put that layer of context so they can see what's in front of them. But think about if we didn't have to wear that glasses. Think about if we had all that relevant information without having to carry something on ourselves. And this is basically what we're saying. We can use all these see-through surfaces, just imagine how many they are, in public spaces, in your car, everywhere, to present that personalized information without requiring you to have a wearable device. Now, if you're thinking about kind of those see-through surfaces, there's so many industries that this can apply to. There's basically endless use cases we can use. Think about travel and lodging. You get to your hotel, you get into your room, it already detects you, it knows your itinerary, and can tell you when you're looking out the window, hey, you're going to be going from here to there. Hey, this is where you're going to have your theater show later tonight. Tons of opportunities. Think about retail, which we'll dive in a second, personal and transportation, public transportation. All those places have a lot of see-through surfaces that we can use to create a personalized, augmented experience. So let's start off with in-car experience. So we use our technology to basically start off by saying who is in the car. Recognize and detect who the driver is. Now, once we know it's you, we can basically offer you all the things, all your previous preferences. So you can have, your car seat. You can have the mirrors automatically adjusted. You can have the video, the music, everything they usually do when you get into your car. But on top of that, we can use the front shield to position and present to you a lot of augmented information and relevant to the context of where you're driving and where you are right now. We can also see where you're looking at, so we're sure to give you the right information at the right position. Now, if you think about it, this is not relevant just for the driver. We already know who's in the car, so we know the other passengers. Now, the other passengers, unlike the driver, might be interested in something else. So we'll present the right information to the backseat people, showing them on the side windows, right? There's no point of showing your kids in the back, in the front shield, what they want to see, but where they're looking at. So we can detect where you're looking at, we detect who's looking, and we can detect what kind of information we want to show you at every time. Now let's go into the retail industry, which is, personally, I think it's really interesting. So a shopper walks up to the stand and looks at the store outside, from the outside. Now, we can detect if that's a previous customer. Now, if it is, we already know her or his previous purchases. We know what they like, we know their sizes. We know we've got a lot of information to work with, so we can give a relevant context. Now, another thing that we can use to add even more relevant data is we can see where they're gazing. If they're looking at the dresses or they're looking at the shoes, I would like to present them. I, as a retailer, would like to present them more relevant information. Now, so you get a point where you have all that information huddled up together to show the right thing at the right time in the right place. Now, even if we don't know this customer, it's a new customer, that's an amazing opportunity for the retailer to capture attention. Because what I already know from now, I know the gender, I can estimate the age, and I can look at where they're gazing. So I know if they're into sales of new boots or whatever it may be. You get the point. Now, what we're trying to do at eyeSight is basically create that personal interface. We think that you don't have to go to that screen to interact, but the screen should come to you. And that's where there's kind of two main points for this slide. One, again, is that I can deliver more personalized information that's relevant for you, that would make it interesting for you. But the other thing is I can have you interact with gestures. Now, if I were in this case, want to show, I know you're interested in the boots, and I want to show you a discount that I right now have in the store, and not somebody else because you're a relevant customer for me, If I know that you're looking ahead and I show the discount over here, it's not going to work. Right? So I'm bringing it up to you to where you're gazing it because I know through machine vision, and I'm allowing you to flip through using simple gesture to say what you like and want. It's really bringing the interface over to you. As we look at some of the public transportation examples, there's, again, if you think about train, buses, all those places have tons of see-through windows which we can leverage. Now we know how to detect where you're looking at, we know how long you've been gazing at it, so we know for a fact that you probably are interested in it, and we can also, by using our algorithms, analyze in subtlety, obviously, some kind of a mood, what kind of mood you are. So again, we're thinking about what kind of information we present. Two different people and 2 different days might have a different experience, and that's what's all about. Is you don't have to wear those glasses, you don't have to have anything on you. You just need to be there, and then we sense what's around you, we sense what you're interested in, and then we present it to you. And let's see if the video works. Just click. Perfect. So this is an example of what we currently do with our technology today in terms of providing, there's obviously some sound in the background, it doesn't work. But it allows you to see what kind of benefits you can have, what kind of an augmented experience you can have, oh, thanks, in the car.
Hello?
Here are some nearby businesses that may interest you. Sports Club has been added to your locations. Autonomous driving activated. Approaching urban area. Resume manual driving mode.
Okay.
Attention on road. Time for a coffee stop.
So you get the gist. Now, what I like about this video, and this is a real video that the system in the car is working. What I like in this video that he talked about the autonomous driving, and there's plenty of times that we're being asked, with obviously all the news about autonomous driving, and in the future where the drivers become passengers and you don't own a car, it's more of a will call. How does this experience, is it even relevant for autonomous driving? And my answer to it is simple, yes, and actually much more than today, for 2 main reasons. The first one is because I might not own the car, it's really important that I make it personalized. And the way you make it personalized, as we showed you, is that by detecting that you are the person who's getting in, who are the passengers, you can automatically feel that it's personalized. It gives you your own personal preferences. That's one. The other is, if you're not driving, it means you have more time on your hands to consume information. So it is even more important that we show you the relevant information next to your screen. So you don't have to, in your windows, you don't have to look at the screen over there or the window. It is where you're looking at, it adjusts automatically. So we started off in this quick conversation about how we want to expand our thinking about AR, not just from a wearable device to more of a use in public spaces, in semi-private spaces, using those kind of seen-through surfaces. And we then went to what's important and how we can create an optimized experience. And we talked about, one, is that you provide the relevant information, 2, you provide it at the right time, and 3, you provide it at the right location when the person is looking for. Thank you very much.